Lesson 4 in Unit 3 addresses profile functionality in AutoCAD Civil 3D 2010. In Exercise 1, you learn how to create the surface profile and the profile view. And the surface profile is the lay of the land underneath the alignment. The profile view is the grid object that shows the surface or the profile data. In Exercise 2, you learn how to create a layout profile, which is the design profile. In Exercise 3, you learn how to edit profile geometry. And in Exercise 4, you learn how to label profiles and profile views. So here's the schematic showing a profile view. This is the grid object. And then the surface profile is the data in the profile view. So if we go over to Civil 3D here, this is a profile view. And this is a surface profile. So the grid is the profile view, and the profile view shows the profile data. A surface profile data point consists of a station and an elevation. And those stations and elevations are created wherever the alignment crosses over a tin line. So you can see at these red dots, these are the locations of the data points for the surface profiles. It's really important to make sure that your tin lines move in the correct direction and connect the correct points. Otherwise, your surface profile data will be inaccurate. This is why we use break lines, and you may want to go back to Unit 2, Lesson 3, to review surfaces and break line creation. But it's very important that your surface is modeled correctly in order to extract accurate and correct surface profile data. Also, your surface profile is dynamic and will automatically update with changes to the alignment or the surface. So you can create a surface profile from the contextual menu. Why don't we go ahead and have a look at that. So here's an alignment down here. This is the Oak Lane alignment. If I pick that, I get a contextual menu. We can click Surface Profile. There's the alignment. There's the surface. We click Add. So the name of the surface profile appears here. We can now draw in the profile view. We don't need to go through all the steps. We'll just create the profile view. And there is the surface profile data. Now, once again, you've got the profile view, the grid object, and then the surface profile data here. Important to realize that this profile is dynamic. So if we were to shorten the length of the alignment, you can see how the profile data automatically updates based on changing the alignment. So that's your dynamic surface profile. And your profile data appears in Prospector. If we were to go back to the slide here, Exercise 1, create a surface profile and profile view. The surface profile data is displayed in the Prospector. You can see here, there's the alignment. Here's your profile data. Oops. And here's your profile view data. Let's have a look in Civil 3D. So if I expand alignments, under centerline alignments, we have Oak Lane. And if I expand that, there's my surface profile, and there's my profile view. And if we want to rename the profile view, I can right-click, select Properties, and under the Information tab, we can rename the profile view to Oak Lane PV1. And the nice thing about Prospector and keeping your data organized with proper naming conventions is that at any time you can identify the data based on the name, and I can zoom to and navigate to that data. Zoom to the alignment, zoom to the profile view. In Exercise 2, you learn how to create a layout profile, which is the design or the proposed profile. And here we have a layout profile created for Orchard Road. Under the Home tab, if you went to the Create Design panel, Profile, you could use your Profile Creation Tools command to create a layout profile. So let's create a layout profile for Oak Lane. Here's the profile name. So let's modify the naming template here, and we'll use the alignment name and then FG for finished ground, and then we'll use next counter. So this will be called Oak Lane FG1. The profile style controls the display of the layout profile, and then the label set is the collection of tangent, PVI, and vertical curve labels. This is the Profile Layout Tools toolbar, and it's very easy to create profiles. We'll just use the Draw Tangent with Curves command, and if we pick 3 points, you can see there is our layout profile. And that layout profile exists in Prospector under Oak Lane. You can see there's your Oak Lane FG1 profile that we just created. And as demonstrated, you use commands on the Profile Creation Tools toolbar to create your layout profile, and the profile appears in Prospector. You will also need to be aware of your transparent commands. Transparent commands are commands that are issued from within another command, and there are 6 of them on the Transparent Commands toolbar that can help you with profile creation. So for instance, if you would like to create a PVI based on a known station and elevation, if you would like to create a tangent based on a known length and grade, or if you'd like to create a tangent based on a known grade to a station, you could use any of those transparent commands. This is the Transparent Commands toolbar right here. This is the PVI for station and elevation, grade and station, the transparent command for station and elevation, grade and station, and also grade and length. So for instance, if I wanted to move a PVI to a particular station and elevation, we can pick this, pick the grip, and now I can pick the station and elevation transparent command, and on the command line we're being prompted to select the profile view. And now the station, let's just put in a couple numbers. I'm going to put in 518, just using my tooltip as an indication, and elevation 288.5. And you can see now that the station is elevation 518 and the PVI elevation is 288.5. And you can also use the grade and station and grade and length transparent commands to help you create your tangents. And these transparent commands work with any profile creation tool or any command in AutoCAD for that matter. So if I just wanted to simply create a line using my line command, I can pick the grade and length transparent command and pick 2 points, or pick a point and create my tangent based on the grade. So they're very powerful commands. In exercise 3, you learn how to edit profile geometry. You can either edit the data in a table, as you can see here, or you can edit the data using grips. And there are a number of grips, and we'll just demonstrate these concepts here. If I pick the profile, and you can either right click and select edit profile geometry, or you can go to your geometry editor here. And in the Layout Tools toolbar you have your profile grid view, and this is all of your data here for your profile. Let's have a look here. You can see the grade of 2.38%. If I change that to 2.5, the data in the drawing updates. Okay, and if I change the first station to not 12 but 15, let's just change the value to 15. You can see how the PVI moves. If I change it to 30, it will move it up and change the station to 30. We want to change the elevation to not 275.85, but why not just 276? That's how you can edit the data tabularly using the profile grid view. Furthermore, you have grips. If you grip the profile, I can change the grade of an incoming tangent. I can change the grade of an outgoing tangent. I can change the position of an incoming tangent. I can change the position of a PVI. I can change the position of a PVI and maintain the grade of either the outgoing tangent or the incoming tangent using these grips here. And I can also change the length of the vertical curve. And notice, while doing all of this, all of the labels are automatically updating. So both tabular and graphical methods to help you edit your layout profiles. You can label profiles and profile views, and a label set for a profile is a collection of profile labels for tangents, vertical curves, and PVIs. If we were to grip the layout profile here, and if we wanted to edit the profile labels, I could import a label set and import the complete label set, which labels the tangents, the grade breaks, the crest curves with a high point, station, and elevation, and the sag curves with a low point, station, and elevation. And if I click OK, you can see how all those labels have been created on that layout profile. You can also label spot elevations and stations on your profile view. So that's nice to be able to label certain features on your profile view. And that concludes Lesson 4 on profiles in Unit 3, Land Development of the Civil 3D 2010 Education Curriculum.